Hello guys, this is UniversalGiant, and welcome back to AM2R. Last time, we started exploring the industrial complex, and this time we're going to be heading further in. Now, one thing I neglected to mention when we were fighting both the Ancient Guardian and the thing we just beat, the Torizo, is that they are two of the bosses that were made exclusively for AM2R. I want to get off that block because if he opens up the floor down there, which he's prone to do with the electricity, then you could fall straight in, and I guess I got a double in there somehow. But there are a number of bosses in this game that were not in the original Metroid 2. And those are two of them, I believe. Also, fun fact, those things really love to separate, and I'll show you what happens when they separate. They turn into two distinct little things. They're usually a pain in the neck to destroy, but two missiles does them in. But AM2R introduced a lot of bosses that weren't in the original game, and items that weren't in the original game. The speed booster. So there were a number of things that they incorporated into the remake to make the game feel more natural relative to what it once was. I forget how I'm supposed to do that, Shine Spark, to get through there. Because I think what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to maintain it with the ball, then stop it here, and then jump there. But these blocks are all missilable. And those things are a pain to deal with. But really, you're just supposed to jump through there. And then here, you're supposed to build up enough of a boost that you can jump through these Shine Spark blocks. And again, two missiles on these things will do them into, which is super handy. One thing you may also notice is that there's rocks on the floor here, which are supposed to indicate a speed boost block there that opens up a missile tank. Of course, if you're bombing all the walls like you should be because it's a Metroid game, you'd probably notice that already. I think I just like to run through here. You can't destroy those lava dudes. Actually, what I think the block is all the way at the top, and it's just going to be a pain in the neck to jump to. Yeah, there it is. Knew there was one here. I also know you're here. They do have a bit of a pattern you can manipulate, and there are a number of ways that you can fight those things that make it look incredibly easy. Of course, I'm not good at them, so I'll be fighting them like a baby. But you expect nothing less from me anyway. That is what you're here for. So we'll make our way out of here and go the correct direction. Now I forget exactly what elements of the industrial complex were in the original game. Obviously the speed booster wasn't. But there are a number of other things in here that will look somewhat out of place. Probably not too much further in. But again, all of the different areas that we've been to, we've seen, the normal cave area, which is the Royal Blue. We've seen the Golden Temple, the Hydro Station, and now the Industrial Complex. And thanks to all of the different textures and colors that we have access to in the remake that weren't there in the original, they all look completely unique and different. So it makes for... it definitely makes things a little bit more interesting. Can I do... let me see if I can do this, because that one particular room is really irritating. Can I build up a Shine Spark from this side, maybe? Or is he just gonna get... yeah, he's gonna get in the way. Let me see if I can do this. I've never tried it. I guess not. Yeah, no. You gotta build it up from above. So, one thing worth noting is that when you're underwater, none of your abilities work. You have the power grip naturally, but anything like the space jump is completely disabled. So if you're wondering why don't you just use the space jump to get out of the lava, your space jump does not work in lava, nor does it work in water. So if you get stuck down there, it's a bit of a pain to get out. Thankfully, it's usually not too much of an issue if you know what you're doing. Now again, with this guy, I usually just like to sit here, because he tends not to come into the lava to chase after you. So he'll just kind of do that. And it's sure a lot easier than fighting him. But there's nothing else in this room. So again, the pseudo screw attack is kind of nice. It obviously doesn't do damage to lava when it's falling from that robot thing. But it makes it a little bit easier to get out. Now there are faster ways to get through there. Oh yeah, this is one of those particular areas that was definitely not in the original. You activate this thing, it gives you a robot. And the robot can pick up super missiles from this little pile here and use them to destroy barriers in our way. So essentially what we want to do, we're Samus. We're down there, below where this robot is. And don't worry, if you break that robot, we'll get another one. We want to break that one, which leads directly to where Samus is. And there are a couple of more barriers in our way that are further down along the path. That's not what I wanted you to do. I was hoping I could get some leftward momentum and then throw the missile to the left. So this is another one of those things that was obviously added for the remake, not in the original. I'm not sure how much I enjoy it. I mean, it's a nifty little change of pace. It obviously wasn't something that I expected when we got here. So it's nifty. But it's not something I really enjoy doing multiple times. I think we're safe. We're safe. Those smashers hit you. So now the path should be clear. We unlock this, this, and now we can go further down. But unfortunately, we're stuck without the newly equipped super missiles. As it says, these things do 5 times as much damage. Now, I'm pretty sure we get a scan or something later that tells us exactly what the green crystal is. I could tell you now. I'd rather wait until the appropriate moment. But I'm pretty sure we get one later. If we don't, we'll see the green crystals later too, so you won't need me to remember. And I guess we just go back out. There's not really much else down here. I don't want you knocking me out the door. Okay, fine, I'll leave you alone. If that'll make you happy. Before we leave, though, there is one well, actually a couple things I want to take care of. Can you guys just leave me alone, please? That'd be great. I think it's here. Somewhere here. There it is. That leads to a super missile expansion. That's one thing we want to get here. And the other... Look, are you guys just gonna... Thank you. There's one other thing... I'm gonna have to respawn those. Because the blocks are down. Dang it. You need to build a speed boost, run all the way to the right. This stupid little thing is always getting in my way. So come to think of it, I think I missed an upgrade that would have been incredibly helpful. But that's okay. Here we go. That's a missile tank. But the thing is, we wouldn't be able to go out the way we came, because we have to go out this way. That's a one-way block, just like the way we came in. Now we've got all that out of the way, again, it's just backtracking until we get out. Jump right into a spike wall. I didn't build up enough speed, really? We'll just see if we can get out this way. Health refill would be nice, but we're not getting one here. I think one last thing we want to do is at the top of the room above us. So what we'll want to do is get up here, shine spark up, and break those speed boost blocks to get this missile tank. Now if we head further down... Is this the thing I'm thinking of that would have made things a lot easier? It is. I should have gone down this way. I never go this way first. I always make that mistake. Because up here is a thing that would have made our beam a lot more powerful. The spacer beam! So now instead of just having a single sinusoidal beam thing, now we have a bunch of them all together with one in the middle, so it'll never miss the target we're shooting directly in front of us. And it shoots a lot of things very quickly. And each of the 3 projectiles that you see are 3 individual projectiles. So if you're shooting 3 dots, those are 3 dots of damage you're doing. It's not just one wider beam. And I guess I'll show this while it's here. So the spacer would have made a lot of things easier where we came from. But I was obviously too much of an idiot to use it. And you may also remember that there's a green door up and to our right over there. Unfortunately, there's not much we're going to be able to do with it for now, because we're still missing one other thing that would make it really... Well, we only have one of the 2 things that we need to get what's in... Actually, we need 3 things, and then we only have 2 of the 3, but that's beside the point. The point is we can't get it yet. And I'm pretty sure that's all that we can do here for now, so we're just going to make our way out. I think if we maintained a speed boost, we'd be able to go through the speed boost wall over there. If you've ever seen speedruns of AM2R, you'll see shine sparking used everywhere, and it's beautiful. Now, I know we can't do everything up here yet. I forget if there's anything that we can. I don't think so. Because again, it's another instance of that thing and a locked door we can't do anything with. And I think this just goes straight to a save point.